How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with more of the Arizona State Sun Devils here in Franchise Hockey Manager 9. We have been doing very, very well. Those first two games of the season that we lost to North Dakota, that's it. We are 12-0-2. We have done extremely well during the course of the season. We had our National Signing Day, which I thought was a great success. Now we have these two games against the Catamounts of Vermont, and then we have the verbal commitments to follow, in which I will go ahead and record the entirety of it and show you what my thought process is behind it. But yeah, we've been killing it. Lucas Sillinger has been doing great. Jensen has been doing great. And Josh Nadeau, our freshman, has been killing it as well. Tim Felter has been having a great season as well. As we go ahead and get into this game against Vermont, we have yet to lose a game in regulation this season. We have been that good. And it looks like we're going to get started with a goal. Love to see it. 10 minutes into the first period, and we get on the score sheet. Love to see it on home ice. And it is Josh Nadeau with his 11th of the season. Beautiful to see. But yeah, it'd be awesome if we can make the postseason this year. We are ranked number 1 in the nation currently. So it's, let me go ahead and advance forward there, as we just need to keep doing what we're doing. Ty Jackson is, let's see if we can explain it to him, and he still does not understand. Let's keep doing what we're doing. We are doing absolutely fine. No reason to panic by any means. Nadeau having a good game. Looks like we might concede a goal here. Vermont on it now, and that is going to be a goal. Tim Felter lets one in right before the end of the second period. Vermont getting one back, and it's Isaac Walter. It's only his 3rd of the season. Ty Jackson still not getting it, and we still can't explain it to him. Decrease the back checking. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sillinger takes a penalty, not ideal. And it looks like we're going to give up a goal on the power play here. Vermont's gonna get one over us. 15 minutes left to go in the third. Still some time to avoid our first regulation loss of the season. Either way, we have been having a great season, though. Really killing it, the boys, especially our freshman Nadeau. And sportsmanlike conduct for Henry. We could really use something here. And Jensen gets injured. Torn pec. That's a big deal, as we lose in regulation. First loss of the season in regulation, and we might have lost Jensen for a while. Let's see how long that is. Doesn't mention anything just yet, but I'm sure if I continue, it is going to mention it. Let's take a look at Jensen. He's out 2 to 3 months, so not the worst that can happen. We need to dress a forward now. Let's go ahead and take a look here, and I don't want to address Bruick just yet. Let's go ahead and get Schoen on there. We'll have our assistant coach handle the line changes and whatnot. Nadeau, 11th goal of the season, among the top 10 as just a freshman. Love to see that. We have one more game against Vermont before we head into the verbal commitments. Verbal commitments. Going to be very interesting to see what I can do, considering how poorly I did last year. I ended up just simulating through it, honestly. As let's go ahead and get it with Vermont. Looks like they brought up Dangos instead. Interesting. Gibson Homer in net for this one, as we get it going here in period number 1. First regulation loss against Vermont last time out, and very quickly, are they going to score? They are not, thank goodness. Preston Brighton taking a penalty there. 9 minutes here in the first period, and we're going to have a face-off. And let's see, is that Nadeau scoring again? I believe that is Nadeau, number 15, getting us on the board with 8.5 minutes left to go in the first period. And that's actually Dylan Jackson on the goal. 1-0 to the good guys, ASU. Ryan Robinson. He's having a pretty good game, but he appears to understand a little bit more. I do appreciate the effort that we've got going 2-minute minor for Dangos. We were able to get rid of that. Big breakaway here, and they're able to score with relative ease. Jeez. Don't know what the heck was happening there. Might have been just a transition thing going on, but nonetheless, we let up a pretty crappy easy goal there. Do not like to see that. Eli Sebastian on the score sheet. Orico having a bad game. Up the ice now. And again, with the shot, nice save and freezing the puck. And right off the face-off, it is 2-1, right towards the end of the second. Cade Stibbe. I'm pretty sure that's the guy that we just brought in. Dangos, is he having a bad game? He's actually not. Reese Tamburo is not having the worst game, but we'll see if we can get him to understand. And we'll keep it going here for the third. Bringing the puck up the ice here as we have an offside. They win the puck. And now, oh, we win the puck right back. Interesting. This is the first time I've actually seen this, and the first time shot is beautiful. 3-1. Ryan Alexander with his 9th goal of the season. Right at the beginning of the third as well. Love to see that. Josh Nadeau takes a penalty. They take a penalty, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and get this one done. Josh Nadeau with good measure taking a penalty as we end this one 3-1. Love to see that. Getting that win back. Gibson Homer only giving up 1 goal. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go ahead and advance forward so we can get into the verbal commitments and see what we can get going here to progress our program even further. 13-1-2, 28 points. That is insane. That is insane. Only 1 regulation loss. Is there any other team that only has 1 regulation loss? Boston College is close, Bowling Green is close, but we look to be the best team in the nation right now. Sillinger, Sentenfelter, Homer, Lavelle, and Burke, the most popular players on the team right now. Seeing some okay development from the boys. Love to see that, love to see that. None of our guys among the most popular, but let's go ahead and get into this now. Verbal commitments. Verbal commitments. Let's see. Okay, we got a couple of guys that are interested, very interested. Anybody who has good ability already? Not really. Not really. Okay, but I like that 15. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look here. Next nomination. I don't care about other teams' nominations, so we're just going to skip to ours. All right. So is this us now? Yes, it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. So interest 19. Could go after this guy, Walt Baggers, 4.5-star potential goalie, 5-star potential. A lot of these kids, like this guy right here, Joe Gass, 15 years old. We could go after him. Yeah, 6'4", big kid. We're going to go ahead and nominate Joe Gass. He has turned down our offer. Okay. Interesting. Next nomination. That should get us forward. Yes, it certainly does. Anybody with some interest? Oh, this kid has some interest. Richard Cantrell. Only 3-star potential, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Cantrell, just so we have someone in our back pocket. And he definitely will join us. Not necessarily that he will join us. He will be, quote-unquote, verbally committed to us. And we can sign him on National Signing Day, more than likely. Let's go ahead and just skip to our next nomination. And none of these kids have really good current ability. Only 1 star, really. The potential's not necessarily there either. None of these kids I would really want at all. So we are just going to go ahead and scout or try to get some of these other guys. Maybe this Johan Forsberg kid. Left defense. Right wing, Brandon Wolframe. Liam Maloney. We'll try to get Wolframe. All right, cool. So we got him on a verbal commitment. If Forsberg is still there, I'll probably grab him. And Forsberg is not there anymore. When did he go? He go recently. Where did he go to? He went to Yukon. Okay. All right. So anybody with any interest, we got this guy, Jeff King. I'm not sure I really want Jeff King, unfortunately. We don't really have any players scouted also, which is not ideal. Let's go ahead and grab a goalie prospect. Marutsky, under 18s for Ukraine, 6'2", 170. This guy out of high school. Let's get Rowan Kimmins. No. Let's get Ivan Marutsky. All right, cool. Got some room to develop. We'll go ahead and simulate forward. If any of these 3-star guys are still there, we'll go ahead and nab them. Beautiful. Let's see here. Kevin McKenna. Here, let's go ahead and get ourselves a Canadian defenseman, and he wants to go to Canisius instead. Fair enough. All right, still one more 3-star in Oscar Tangerby, also 1-star current ability. And Tangerby will verbally commit to us. Beautiful. I don't like how none of these guys are scouted, though. That's my only gripe. How do we make it so that way we can scout them better? I know that there's that there's this over here, and it kind of tries to go into detail about it, but it really does not do too good of a job in doing so. Not really do too good of a job of doing so. Let's see here. 6'2" Callum Craft. I like the way this guy already looks, David Brandis. Perfect. We got ourselves David Brandis. All right, let's get a center. A center with our next one. 6'3", Cristobal Tola. Mentally better already. We'll go ahead. Oh. And it looks like we can no longer add anybody to the list. I wonder why that is. I do not know. Unless... No, I have zero idea. Unless we took somebody. Okay, it just had to simulate forward. It automatically took somebody for whatever reason. Edward Gauthier. Anybody with any interest? No. At this point, we're just seeing if any of these boys want to join us. Let's get some tall boys in here, huh? Any tall boys that have some good potential? Like this guy, Cristobal Tola. I was looking at this kid already. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Tola. Perfect. All right. Let's look at these young kids, see if there's anybody with a little bit more potential. No, not really. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another center. Go ahead and get Gary Killaroff. And he's agreed to verbally commit. And I believe we're done. All right. So you don't need to pick all the players, you know. If you feel like I'm done, you can just stop, which that's what we just did. Gonna go into a little bit of detail. Verbal commitments. So we got Brandon Wolframe, we got Oscar Tangerby, Ivan Marutsky, Richard Cantrell, who it's saying is 5-star potential, David Brandis, Cristobal Tola, Gary Killaroff, and Kevin Johnson. Cristobal Tola being 5-star potential. Now that would be nice. Now that would be very nice. Kevin Johnson, Gary Killeroff, Cristobal Tola, David Brandis, Richard Cantrell, Ivan Marutsky, Oscar Tangerby, and Brandon Wolframe. I'd say that was pretty good verbal commitment day. The next time that I see you guys will more than likely be towards the tail end of the season. Yeah, we'll go ahead and show you these last two games against the Alaska Nanooks. I can only imagine we're going to continue doing pretty well and hopefully make the playoffs. It looks like we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more games. So that would get us to 28 games this season. Wow, okay. Only 28 games this season. Well, nonetheless, we'll go ahead and finish off the season here in March, and then hopefully we make ourselves into the playoffs. Appreciate you guys as always. If you have a minute enjoying the series, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm AZPlywood21, and let's go Sun Devils.